Hey everyone, welcome back to CT Fulcrum. Before I get into today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to help me reach that 1000 subscribers goal. I'd really appreciate it. In today's video, I will be discussing something in the Acolyte episode 5, which I believe a lot of lovers and haters of the show are missing. The majority of people seem to believe that this was an okay episode, and probably the best of the Acolyte bunch. The IMDb rating suggests this, with this episode getting 6.7 out of 10 from 8,000 reviews, while the other episodes were all 5.3 or lower. But there is one character who has a few scenes in this episode that made no sense. That character is JECKI, played by Daphne Keane. Let me preface this by saying her fighting style and choreography was amazing, and you can see she put the work in off screen. But the fights make no sense. She first gets into a fight with May, who we saw back in episode 1 went toe-to-toe with the Jedi Master Indara, and eventually outsmarted her. Now, you're telling me JECKI, who is a Padawan still in training, can not only go head-to-head with May, she can beat her and put her in cuffs? This makes absolutely no sense in their own established strength tier list. Unless they are suggesting that Indara was a pretty useless master, able to be beaten by someone who is a Padawan level. I know what you're going to say. It depends on the circumstances. But with how big their power differential should be, this fight shouldn't have gone the way it did. That's my first gripe. Now after in this episode, JECKI goes on to fight with the Sith Lord, Kamiya. Sure, the fight is cool, but how is she even lasting more than 5 seconds with him? This apparent Sith has killed around 5 to 10 of her comrades who are all seemingly at least Jedi Knight level, if not a few masters in there, and they barely lasted more than a few shots. I get they were trying to establish Kamiya as an extremely powerful foe, but you can't follow that up with him fighting a Padawan for a decent amount of time. The way he force pushed all of them last episode, he is clearly extremely strong, and someone of that power level should look at Jedi Padawans like cows to the slaughter. She shouldn't last 5 seconds. I know she ultimately dies in a gruesome fashion, but she shouldn't have even lasted that long. I love good fight scenes, don't get me wrong, but when the story behind it makes no sense, or is deconstructing its own established lore, it loses the viewer as it did to me. The substance, emotion, and immersion are not felt, because the second you try to understand why and how they are fighting, it takes you out of the story. The best fights are those that are choreographed well, but hold weight to them, and I mean emotional weight, as well as making sense on a broader scale. Anakin lost to Obi-Wan, but he was his master, so he would know how he fights inside and out. JECKI has no clue how the Sith Lord fights, or May, yet goes toe-to-toe with both while being a mere Padawan. I can't imagine how strong she would be were she master level. I think Yoda may have to resign at that point. Anyway, I just thought this was something many viewers seem to miss after watching many reactions and reviews to the episode. Let me know in the comments below. Did you notice this, and did it take you out of the story? And until next time, the Force will be with you. Always.